All right, so let's go through your comments. Let's see what you guys are doing. We got the market. I didn't realize the market was opening on Monday. That's awesome. I thought it was closed on Tuesday, so that's beautiful. Let's go over the ES. We had a request. The ES had that pullback. This is the, let me get rid of this. Here we go. So pullback to 6,600. This is the E mini S&P 500. Look at that pullback, 4%, pulling back to 6,500. We're going to go slow with this charting. Make sure we're hitting it right for our members. So you got it. It's kind of difficult to see. I mean, you can use the 6,500 right away as your support level, but that is a psychological support level. It does not mean it's going to hold. Let's see if we get a little more downside on Monday. I would love that. Nothing better than that. Let's get a little more red, please. The better, the more it solds off, the better. So looking here at 6,500, we want to see that support level get tested. It is definitely possible, and it's definitely not out of reach. Looking at a 5-year chart though on the SPY, I mean, you just have to be, you gotta be aware that we've been trading at highs. I mean, look at this. We've been trading all the way up like this, 6,800, pulling all the way back to 5,000. It's okay. I mean, if we get a pullback, this is fine. So ultimate level that you'd want to see, which I don't think we're going to see anytime soon, is 60, let me see here. It's around 61.85 to 6,200. You got to give it a little wiggle room here. I mean, you can see right here, you've had consolidation, resistance, rejection, pull back to 4,800, gets above, reclaims 62, 62.50, then blasts up. So in the interim, you can watch a psychological $6,500 level. Where I'd really want to be looking at the SPY mini is I want to see that move pull back here to 6,200, but you're going to have to see some more issues with China, US, whatever, it doesn't matter what the hell it is. Just something pulling back $6,200 is where I'd be looking for that. All right, so we got that. Just going through your comments. I'm starting from the top because we had a bunch of people that I missed their comments. Appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up button, the heart button, all that fun stuff. BITO you're looking to add. This is Mongol Trader, BITO. This is the ProShares Bitcoin ETF. Now the ProShares Bitcoin ETF is always something that was interesting to me that people wanted to invest in. I look at it like just for those of you that don't know what it is, I'm gonna bring up my Fidelity account real quick and bring up BITO for you guys. I just want to know why is it that you're interested in BITO? And it's not like, I'm not saying it's, you shouldn't do it, but just take a look at this. We're going to bring up BITO real quick. Let me move this over. Looking at BITO. Let me move this so you can see. BITO, this is the ProShares Bitcoin ETF. I mean, you're buying an ETF that is Bitcoin, right? And it just says that the fund corresponds with the performance of Bitcoin. So you don't actually own any Bitcoin when you're doing this. So for me, that's like an automatic I'm out. And you have these weird US Treasury bills, 51%. I just don't understand it. And I'm wondering if maybe that's how they're justifying charging you. Look how much they're charging you. They're charging you expense ratio of 0.95%. So very interesting with the BITO. I personally would not buy them, but if you're interested and you want to pay 0.95% fees, that's on you. Let's go back. Let me zoom this in a little bit. I'm looking at like how the camera looks. There's got to be a better way that I can do this besides using the TikTok on the phone to do this, but we'll keep working on it. It's all good. Just give me real-time performance. There we go. Claim your 3 rewards. I don't know what's going on here. Claim them all. Here we go. Reward tips. I'm not sure what this means, but it shows I have 420 views. I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the channel. All right, let's go through what else we got here. So I'm just going through your comments. We went open as a scam. Then there's somebody that was buying race. So let's see with race. Oh, this is Ferrari? Oh, yeah. My buddy mentioned this to me. I'm not buying Ferrari, but I do think this is a cool opportunity. I mean, if you can see this, look at this massive gap fill that just sold off on race. This is Ferrari. $519 down to $395. This is beautiful. I hope you're not holding that high. I mean, I'm like saying like it's beautiful, but I hope you didn't like sell off or anything like that. But I hope you're not holding up here, but down to 395 is a 23% pullback. Guys, the cheap can keep getting cheaper. And let's be cautious. I don't know where a support level would be besides $400 per share would be your first one looking at this. I'm not going to buy any shares of this, guys. I'm not interested. I just want to bring this up to you because it's a comment on the TikTok and I want to make sure you guys are aware of it. So if 400 doesn't hold, you better have a stop loss. That's all I'm going to say, because if it pulls back, it's going back down to 315, 320. Definitely be cautious with that, looking at that. BITO, we reviewed in the comments. You're buying SQQQ. Now, if you're going to buy SQQQ, you need to be looking at the Qs. And when you look at the 5-year on the Qs, triple Qs, when you trade SQQQ as a triple leveraged fund, that will, how do I put this? It will decay over time. So you want to be cautious with that. And the first level that we already reviewed this in the stocks to watch, which is getting posted later. Members already have access to it, but you'll see here at $582 is the first level. So just make sure you're trading your specific levels if you're going to be doing that. And the Dow Jones, I hope we get the Dow Jones start pulling back a little bit, because I am personally a holder of the Dow Jones. And I bought them during this April dip. This is something I'm very proud of. I bought them around $360 per share. That was just an excellent buy. And if you look at that entry I had, and we put a good amount of money into that too. I'm already up over 30% on that. It's starting to pull back. That's fine. So if we get a further pullback, I'm going to start buying the dip on them as well. So I like that purchase that you have on the Dow. That's awesome. Let's see here. What else we got over here? We reviewed XRP already. I just want to put the YouTube link out there so you guys have it as well. So you can get access, not just to TikTok, but you get access to my WAP and all those other fun things over there. Let me put this over here, get the playlist. So what's the next thing we're going to review? Give me your stocks, give me your levels. And I'll put the Gemini referral club in there too, because if you are doing crypto, I appreciate it. You get $50 or $75. I get $50 or $75. That really is awesome. All right, so I'm moving over. XRP, if you bought at $50 and you're telling me the truth, man, that is awesome. I love that for you. I have a few buddies that, I always traded stocks, but they got me into a little bit of crypto, and now I'm starting to build that position. So if you got at 50 cents, I mean, that means you bought in 2024, and good for you, man. You are up a hefty penny. Let's look over this guy's gains real quick. If he's got an average cost base of 50 cents, he's up over 400%. What a boss. All right, he's able to grab some more at 149. I think that was a very good buy. I love that entry for you. That's awesome. All right, we just replied to that. You want to go over, can you please tell me what you were buying and what you are getting when you buy crypto? What am I getting when I buy crypto? I'm buying the most volatile coins there are. That's pretty much what's happening. But the thing is, I'm not buying like the memes of like Pepe and all that. I'm just buying ETH, XRP, a little Solana, stuff like that. Let's see. Now we have, what else? You want to go over NVIDIA? Let's break down NVIDIA. NVIDIA stock is for you. And just for those on this recording, this is for the TikTok. We're just doing the responses. Appreciate you guys. This is like the most viewers we've ever had actively, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. Looking at here, 180 on NVIDIA, pulled back, retesting this level. And when you bring this up on a 6-month chart, I'm just doing it so you can see it on the video. It's a lot easier to see if 183 breaks. What we need to see is rejection 180, pushing back down into this channel. This channel is 170 to 182. We do want to see that pullback. I like how Scott calls me dude. That's awesome. I love it. Anyway, so here we go. So if we pull back from the 183, pulling back to 172, if we can get back in this range, that would be nice. I really don't trade futures, to be honest. I just trade pre-market, stock market, aftermarket, like the regular market hours. I'll do a little Robinhood. I have a little money in Robinhood, but Fidelity is where the majority of the money is. So looking for that pullback. We got to get back in this zone. If we can break below, there's a clear support level in NVIDIA at this 183 range. It's got to break though. Let's retest 180 first. Let's see what it does at this level. Yeah, this is why I'm getting confused. Everett says Monday's a bank holiday, but does it mean the market's partially open? I'm honestly not 100% sure. So I guess we'll find out. Because I thought the market was closed. The chat is telling me it's open. And when I went on Google real quick, it's telling me it is open. So I don't really know. I think SoFi is not a buy. That's my personal opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right, guys. I know I'm trading Simplified. But this $30, what I'm seeing is I am seeing a lower high. So look at this. Look at this. There's your head. Hold on. Let me make it a rectangle. This is your, right here is your head right here. And then you are making your lower high right here at $28. So you have $30 and you have $28. If you're looking for support levels, $25 whole dollar level is really the first level you're going to be watching. So I would be cautious to that. I'm not buying anything that's SoFi right now. I don't know the financials of it. I used to trade them at $4 or $5. They're $25. I'm not buying them for that reason. Him stock, I don't know. With Costco coming out with that Ozempic discount, Ozempic pill to lose weight, I mean, very interesting to see that they are offering it a discount. I feel like that's going to hurt him stock. But that's just me. So levels, let's just break it down. 3-month chart, clear as day, $40 per share. And we have seen Hims move like crazy. Like it moves like crazy. But if you're going to be trading this and you're going to trade the trend line, that's fine. But stay cautious with this trend line. If this trend line breaks $53, you're gonna probably think that you're going to get a pullback here coming to that. Let's see here. Yeah, if you trade the futures, that's great. I really don't trade futures, to be honest. Fidelity doesn't have that option. And I guess Robinhood, potentially you could do that, but I'm not even sure if you can. I don't really trade the futures. I'm looking at coin name to Department of Efficiency. Anyone know that? I'm not sure if he does the, I'm not sure about that change, to be honest. You can ask the chat, maybe they know. BlackBerry stock. This is a stock that I've never traded. I didn't even know they were still a company, to be honest, because they have died. $28 all the way down to $5. Now, are you seeing news, Michael, in this account? Are you seeing news? Any catalyst for these guys? Because if you're seeing a catalyst, that would be interesting. Yeah, they look like they're pulling back here, testing this 450 range. And if you can get that pull back down to $4.20, maybe $4. I'll look in the news real quick. I'll see if we see anything. I don't know anything about BlackBerry. They expands their suite. Blocks expands to food platform. I honestly don't know anything about this stock. I don't trade BlackBerry. All I'm seeing is we have this massive cup that did form on this, but it's going to have to consolidate here at 450 and then push higher. Otherwise, I would not even be interested in this, looking at this. I liked, MP. You're looking at materials. This is a company that is interesting to play. I mean, they are making higher highs right now, which is beautiful. You're bullish looking at that. But let's not forget that you just went from June, $20 up to $80 per share. And if you were going to be trading these guys, you gotta just watch for higher highs and make sure they're breaking $85 per share. If you're not breaking the $85 per share, you definitely should be cautious. I'd be more worried about, are we gonna reject this $80? We tried 3 times already. One here, we tried a second time right here, and a third time right here. And look how thin these candle wicks are. There's no buyers up here. Nobody's buying up here except retail bag holders. So just be cautious. If you get a pullback, then I'd be interested. Let's see. Gold. Gold, baby. See, this is not gold. You talking about GLD? I guess that's the best way to do these guys, the gold shares. I feel like I buy long term, I buy GLD. For those of you that don't know what GLD is, it's a gold ETF. It's a SPDR, SPDR, the gold ETF that you can buy. They are trading at all-time highs. Gold, it is really crazy how gold is just continuously blasting to the moon. I like seeing this. Gold is something that I kind of buy. It's like the S&P 500. I just dollar cost average in. I don't trade gold, and I just hold long term. And it's just in another account that I have. That's pretty much all I do with gold. So I definitely would keep it at that when it comes to this. So 373, pulling back 365. I really can't give you levels on this. I mean, 3 months ago, we were trading down at 300 on this, and now it's up here. We did NVIDIA that, we did that. Nightmares, endless horror. I don't, all right. And then we have, what do you say about MP Materials? What he say about MP Materials? MP Materials, we just reviewed. You have $82, rejection, rejection, rejection. All right, you're rejecting this $82. If you can't get above that $82, be cautious. All right, that $82 is not going through. It is selling off. Something to keep an eye out there. All right, so if you reject the $82, it looks bearish. I don't really see a support level as right now. I don't have a level for you, and I'm not going to just make up a level for you just because we're on the live stream. So I'd be looking for short positions if we do another retest up to $80, looking for push lower. Right now, I don't really see an opportunity buying it when 6 months ago it was $20 per share. Oh, so the bond market's closed. Okay, I see. Good to know. Let's see here. PLTR is an interesting stock. This stock, just for reference, used to trade at $6 per share in 2022, and now it's up to $190. This is one of the biggest misses I've ever had. I had them at $6, had 1,000 shares, sold them at 30. I thought 20,000 was a great gain, and then this would have been $100,000 or $200,000 gain. So sometimes you just don't know, and that's okay. Looking at the 190, I think this is one of the most overrated stocks of all time. If you look at their PE, it's like 300, and the valuation, it seems like they just cannot come up with a valuation. So I am not jealous. I'm very happy for whoever had these guys and held on. But if you look at them from a fundamental perspective, it doesn't really make sense, their valuation. But if you can keep day trading them, keep making money. I mean, that's awesome. That's what it's all about. So right now we are currently rejecting this $189, $185, $186, trading at $175. Your immediate levels to watch would be your $150. That was really where you had your support levels come in. That was an area of support. But make no mistake about it, look at the chart. You are rejecting at $186 per share. There's definitely no doubt about that. So I definitely would keep an eye on that. And if we get a pullback, I'm going to just sit on my hands right now and wait till 150. Good morning, Matt Justice. Appreciate you tuning in to the channel. Good morning. And then I just want you guys just at least be aware that we do have the YouTube channel you can check out. You got so many more ETFs, index fund stocks that I have on this as well. Let's go over PGY. Pagaya Technologies went to $45 down to $27. This looks like the lower half of the move. And right away you can see, just for those of you that are newer traders that you might not see patterns that fast, this is a bear flag that just formed. I would expect some more downside. So what you had here is you had this consolidation at $45, started patterning, and then boom, selling off 27. Now where's the support? Is there any support? Your support is really down at $23 per share, which is evident right here, $23 to $24 per share. So PGY, look for a pullback. We need a pullback even further down to $25 per share is really where I'd be starting to get interested in this from a technical perspective. but I wouldn't be trying to day trade it long term.